Good morning, everyone. Ben Swanson here. Just wanted to do a quick video. I just had my 1 month post-op follow-up from my type A aortic dissection. Had some good things and some bad things happen. Good things, as far as my recovery is concerned, they're telling me, everything looks great. You're healing remarkably well. They upped my maximum weight lifting capacity to 20 pounds as opposed to 10. The incision, I'll show you guys here. Still doing well, I think. So, looks like pretty good. They told me it looks really good, so I guess that's really good. I'm still not supposed to go swimming or take baths, submerging. They still don't want me doing that. I, of course, asked, as a lot of you know, I'm really looking forward to getting back to the gym when possible. So that's where the bad stuff comes in. I asked when I can go back to weightlifting, um, running, things of this nature. They told me not for another 2 months before I can really start lifting weight, any kind of significant weight of any kind. But then they did tell me something a little disturbing, that they are going to recommend, at least this is what the physician's assistant told me, they're going to recommend that I don't lift anything over 50 pounds for the rest of my life. Uh, me being a big workout person, that hit me kind of hard. I definitely didn't want to hear that. I also like running, so my next question, of course, was when can I get back to running, not just light jogging and things like that. And the physician's assistant told me something similar, that we might not, I may never be able to get back to that. uh, I did not want to hear that. Of all the things that's happened to me, I mean, yes, I'm alive. I'm grateful for that. Wouldn't trade that for anything right now. But telling me that I can't run anymore, I can't do a Tough Mudder, which I like doing, and I won't be able to lift significantly anymore, really hit me hard. They did tell me that I can ask my surgeon, who I'm going to see in 2 months, who may have something different to say. She said that perhaps he'll say, hey, look, you're 45, you're still young. Your type of, the issue you had, we, did this extra thing. Basically, she had to tell me what she told me, but she said that the surgeon could tell me differently in 2 months. And I really, really hope he does tell me different. I even asked the question of the physician's assistant that was there, and I said, so what happens if I break that rule? What happens if I lift more than that? And I said, what are you concerned about? And perhaps I'm getting a little out of my league here by asking this question, but I said, are you worried about my chest, the muscles that were cut? And the answer was no. In 3 months, she said that your chest will be 90% healed, your bone, my sternum. And, they're not really concerned about that afterwards. What they are concerned with is blood pressure spikes. So, the blood pressure spike you get when you try to lift extremely heavy weight, really quickly. And I understand that. I understand that, and I guess I'm just curious as to how much more of a risk is this now for me versus I mean, blood pressure spikes are never good for anybody, but they're just a natural consequence of working out and lifting heavy weights. So I'm going to ask the questions to my surgeon in 2 months, like, this little artificial tube I have where my aortic dissection occurred, is that stronger than what a normal aorta is? Is it weaker? Is it because of where it's connected? You guys are worried about it popping off. Are you worried about something further down happening in a similar way? So these are the specific questions I'm going to ask, because truthfully, I don't like that answer. One of the things that's getting me through all this, sedentary lifestyle that I'm pretty much accustomed to now because of the last month or so of not being able to lift more than 10 pounds. I mean, I'm moving around a lot and I'm doing what I can. And I'm not going to lie and say that I haven't broken that 10-pound rule more than once, because I have. But compared to what I used to do, I'm bored out of my mind, is what I'm doing. I mean, I have tons of computer work I can do. I have many things to keep me mentally busy. But physically, being limited like this is quite frustrating. I have a newfound respect for people with limiting disabilities that they may have for things, and I always knew it had to be hard, and it sucked, but just this. I mean, I'm not comparing myself to somebody, say, in a wheelchair. I mean, that's obviously much harder. I mean, I have a recovery ahead of me. I have a life ahead, and I can still walk. I'm still alive. So I'm not saying that this is horrible compared to most people, but it is definitely a big shift from my original lifestyle. I am still eating carnivore. I did just go camping with my girlfriend over the weekend. That was a little tough, sleeping on an air mattress. It was okay, got by all right. um, but yeah, I'm a little sore from that. But other than that, I think I'm doing pretty well, but I'm just adjusting to this new potential potential lifestyle that I may have to live. I may push the limits of what I'm allowed to do. If the surgeon comes back and says, "No, Ben, you know what? I really don't want you lifting any more than 50 pounds for the rest of your life." Um, I, I'm going to ask him what the risks are if I have to, if I chose to not follow that advice and I chose to do more than that. I'm going to ask him what the risks, like, what's the, am I guaranteed I'm going to blow out the tube that was put in there and I'm going to die? I mean, is it just, does it just make, it more likely to happen? And if that's the case, I might be okay with just taking that chance. So, I don't know, but I just wanted to share that with you guys. I'm still on the carnivore diet. I am going to keep eating this way if I can avoid it. I would choose never to ingest another carbohydrate again. Um, and just everyone's so shocked at how well I'm physically healing and how fast. So I have to give that to my diet. It has to be that. I mean, I'm not physically working out anymore. You are what you eat, so it's got to be that. And my panels are still good. They took an X-ray and they did an EKG on me. They said everything is exactly the way it's supposed to be. So that's great news. It's the other stuff I'm still processing. So I'm going to keep you guys updated in another day or two here with what I'm doing. I just yeah, we're gonna delve into this a little bit more as far as what the risks are for getting back to physical labor. So appreciate you guys listening. Drop me a comment and give me any kind of advice you guys might have. Appreciate you guys. Thanks.